What is going on, faithful? Sorry for the delay. Practice was forever today. And Kyle Shanahan hinted at this yesterday, saying, yesterday was light, today was long. And the entire practice today was so low key. The intensity level was the lowest it's been all of camp. And I think you could tell we're kind of in the middle of training camp. It's pads. It was a hot day out here, not a lot of breeze. It was pretty, it was a little warm for Santa Clara. And on top of that, they added a full 25-minute period at the end of practice to do teams. So it was a really slow kind of burn practice with special teams. There wasn't a lot of one-on-ones. There were some one-on-ones, but not near as much as typical when the pads came on. But overall, practice was very, very successful. I'm here in the parking lot again. No earbuds yet, but that's okay. A couple things that I took away. Obviously, the quarterbacks, just to go through them. Again, the quarterbacks continue to shine. I thought Brock Purdy struggled today more so than he has in the past, resulting in some sacks. In those sacks, which, obviously it's would-be sacks, right? But in both of the two, like, very clear and obvious sacks, he goes to throw the ball. Both times, one got intercepted, one almost intercepted. So with an interception on top of that. So, like, there were definitely some issues with Brock's play that it weren't great, but it wasn't all bad. It's not like he had a bad day. He had a bad day compared to all three of the quarterbacks just playing stellar football continuously for the past 2 weeks. And so, yeah, I would say Brock Purdy definitely the most challenging. And I thought when practice was going to end after period 12, like it has been, I was starting to fill out some of my notes and stuff, and I was saying, like, man, I really think Brock missed a lot of opportunities, but then they come out with the move the ball drill. Brock marches them straight down the field, throws a touchdown fade to Debo in the end zone, which was incredible. I mean, probably the two biggest plays of the day were both Brock Purdy. One on a deep pass to George Kittle that he just made an excellent circus catch, kind of twisting around all this. It was incredible. And then one, a touchdown fade to Debo Samuel. Now, the problem with this play was Debo Samuel contorts his body, catches the ball, he lands flat on his back, knocked the breath out of him. And so he got up and, like, spun the ball up to spike it, and then immediately went straight down to the ground. And I was like, oh, he knocked the breath out of himself completely. And so it was a little bit of a scare just because when Debo goes down, everybody's paying attention, obviously. It just took him a little while to get his breath. Everybody that went and checked on him, he was fine. He stayed on the side of the field. Trainers were leaving him alone. So no concern there long-term for Debo. But, Sam Darnold, he got, most of the second team reps today. I think the reps kind of evened out eventually, but it would go Brock, Sam, Brock, Trey. And then they'd sprinkle in a little Brandon Allen as well. But Sam Darnold was the quickest and most efficient quarterback any quarterback's been today. Now, the stats and the numbers, and you might see all those things. I don't care about that. I could probably count on one hand the amount of passes that Sam Darnold threw that took over 2 seconds. That dude is just catch and rip nonstop. Now, a lot of that's play calls, and it does seem like there are certain types of plays being called for different quarterbacks. That's just going to be the case because they have different strengths, so I understand that. But what Sam Darnold's bringing to the table is the quickest decision-making, get the ball out, boom, 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 boom. He's not throwing the ball deep. He's not pressing whatever. That's just not what he's doing. He's just slicing and dicing, death by 1,000 cuts. But it's pretty fun to watch because you get these 4 reps from Purdy, then you get 4 reps from Darnold, then 4 reps from Purdy, then 4 reps from Lance, and they're all different flavors. They really, really are. And so I think a lot of people fell in love with Brock last year, one, because he won and was exciting. But when people talk about what Brock does so well, they say, oh, he just delivers the ball to the playmakers. Well, if you like that, Darnold is doing better at that. And so that's interesting to me. I really thought Brock Purdy today was the most aggressive I've ever seen him be throwing the ball down the field. It was fun as hell. So I hope that continues. The numbers and completions and things like that might not be as sexy, but I don't care. It was just fun. And I think it could open up the offense. Trey Lance, I thought was the best quarterback today. Was he perfect? No. But again, I'd say the top 2 throws were from, big play throws, most difficult throws, highlight throws were from Brock Purdy. I would say the next 4 would be from Trey Lance. He made some very difficult passes throughout today for big time chunks yards over the middle of the field, on the sideline, deep crossers, all those things. Used his legs well. Yeah, I really thought Trey Lance had a good day. Did he still have a couple like head scratchers? Yep, he sure did. And they came whenever, short passes out to the flats. And so the common theme there. Can he overcome that? Of course he can. Is it taking a little bit longer than everybody wants? Sure. But, where I was sitting, we were having an open dialogue with a couple people. Darren, shout out to Darren and his buddy Saint, who I got to talk to today, and with Vicky and Alicia for sure. But, this constant, like, man, who do you think had the best day at the quarterback position? I would answer Trey Lance today, but that doesn't mean he was amazing and they were bad. No. It's much more nuanced. Quick and efficient, Darnold, for sure. Aggressive, it's Brock's job, and I don't think any of that's going to change during training camp for sure, no matter what. Brock's playing well enough to keep his job, but, man, Trey Lance just continues to shine. And then, if I'm sticking with the offensive side, CMC got a day off yesterday, him and Trent Williams. You implement those two guys, CMC changes everything. Whether he's getting the ball or not, I don't give a damn. But there was one team drill where CMC got the ball 5 times in a row. It was like run CMC, check to CMC, route to CMC, check to CMC, run to CMC. And they were all positives. Nobody can catch this dude in a booth. I mean, in a 7-on-7 flag football game, this dude's scoring touchdowns out there because nobody's even getting close to him. He's another world. So that was really, really fun to watch. Also interesting of note, John Feliciano was back today. He filled in at left guard for Aaron Banks, who's out with a concussion. It seems like John Feliciano is the number one backup for left guard, center, and right guard. Spencer Burford was playing with the 2s at the left guard spot, but it was a very large, drastic kind of drop. Also, with the injuries taking place, Trent Williams didn't get a whole bunch of team snaps, but he was out there some. It does seem like the number 3 left tackles, Ilm Manning, they moved him out there. He was guard, undrafted free agent. Ilm Manning was at left tackle today. So that's another new development that we'll see there. So just wanted to jump on here, share some things. Again, very positive camp day. My notes are ridiculous. I've got way too many because there were so many plays today. I don't think I'm going to go live later today. I'm going to try to spend some time with the family and get some stuff done at the house. But we'll see some things. And also I do have another I will not be at camp tomorrow. I'll finally have to miss a day, which is a bummer. Spending the day with the family and the kiddo. He didn't have practice, so we're going to try to, which we really haven't been able to do since we moved out here. So please, hopefully you guys understand. I don't like to miss practice when it's available, but tomorrow I'm not going to be able to be out here. But I will be back for Monday, the Dwight Clark day, and we'll set something up to where I'll go through my plays today. Not quite sure when that is yet, but just want to say thank you. You guys are the absolute best, and as always, stay strong, faithful.